Good morning. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. We are here. We are here. Oh my God, y'all. When I tell you it's freezing outside, I just left from taking my son to school. Oh my God. Ooh, that heart is flying low. Good God Almighty. Yeah, it's freezing. It is freezing. You guys, I hope you're bundled up. I hope everybody is safe and got heat, honey. I hope you guys are doing great for this Thursday morning, baby. Yes, it is Thursday. We have some great topics for you guys. Hopefully you got your coffee and your tea. Got my tea. And you're getting or you got where you need to be, okay? On this cold Thursday morning. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get my disclaimer out the way. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Hopefully you guys had a chance to check out our little pop-in video from yesterday. All right, we had some great topics. We talked about Destiny, honey, out here lying and lying and carrying on in interviews now because she's trying to worm her way back on the show. We're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about it later. Destiny, girl, you was lying, girl. I'm sorry, but you was lying. And I try to be sympathetic to people when, you know. But yeah, you was lying, Destiny. You was lying. You were lying, and everybody heard it. I heard it too. Both my ears heard it. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit later. We got some great topics to run through. So if you guys didn't check out the pop-in yesterday, check that out so you can get that. And we also talked about Tasha K, honey, and the fact that she's in a hurry to go and put on that orange jumpsuit, baby. Listen, if you like it, I absolutely love it. Okay, yeah, it's child, because you're doing too much out here, Tasha. You're doing too much. But let's move on with the show. Celebrity news is always first, and that is where we'll begin. One of my favorite singers, she's a new artist. She's been out a little while, but she's still new. Miss Coco Jones, you guys, she sits with this news channel. It's called In the Morning News to discuss her 5 Grammy nominations. When I tell you, I'm so proud of her. This girl, she came from sitting in the audience at like 106 in Park and all these other little teeny bopper type little shows, watching other artists as they kind of elevated in the industry. And she just out of nowhere just came in and kicked the door down. And she's just been doing an exceptional job. Like 5 Grammy nominations is a huge thing for a new artist. And I just take my hat off to her. I love Coco Jones. She can do no wrong. Like every single song she put out, I'll just be like, I love it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and play what she had to say. I love her. Shout out to her.
For 5, yep, that's right, 5 Grammys, including Best New Artist and Best R&B Album. For her EP, What I Didn't Tell You, I See You is up for Best R&B Song. The Coco Complected Queen is here to join us this morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So, didn't you like that introduction? Yeah, I like that, Nate. Somebody record that.
Congratulations on the 5 Grammy nominations.
Thank you.
How did you react when you heard the news?
I honestly was on a plane and I was asleep. So I kept feeling this vibration. I was like, wow, the turbulence is crazy. And then I was like, let me wake up just in case something's going on. And then I looked at my phone and, you know, you can get messages. It was just hundreds of messages. Congratulations. So I knew I had gotten nominated. Yeah. But people kept saying 5. And I was like, 5 what? What does that mean? So when I finally landed, I could call people back. I found out that I was nominated for 5 Grammys.
Who'd you call first?
My mama, of course.
The 26-year-old.
Yes, honey.
Mama. I know.
That's
Mama.
5. She's talking to her mom. Her mom is going crazy, having a freak out moment over her hearing that she has 5 Grammy nominations. I hope she win all 5. She deserves it. She absolutely deserves it. Yes, she does. We got 127 watching and 73 likes. Can we get the likes up? We are on subscribers only mode. Okay. So yes, let's get the likes up, please. All right. Let's do that if you don't mind. Yes. I'm sipping tea this morning, guys. My throat feeling scratchy. Ooh, I hope I'm not getting sick. But yes, so shout out to Coco Jones for that. I love you. Okay. My best friend in my head. Like, oh my God, I love her. All right, so next topic, honey. Next topic. Baltimore schools is out here. Well, these teachers did. Hold on. This Baltimore teacher is out here on the BS, and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, doing the absolute damn most. Now, well, it's a principal. I'm sorry. So, they're saying that the Baltimore principal is caught on audio, allegedly making racist and inappropriate remarks towards students, teachers, and parents. Okay. He is saying that these ungrateful Black kids that can't test their way out of a paper bag. What do y'all think about that? All right, let's go ahead and play the audio.
You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful Black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his Black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side.
What the hell? Who pissed in his cornflakes? Yikes. He needs to be fired. That's beyond inappropriate. I'm going to drag his Black ass up out of there. Really? Like, sir. All right. So now they're saying that a Baltimore principal is under fire after he was caught on audio allegedly making racist and inappropriate remarks about people in his school and community. According to WMAR2, it says that in the leaked audio that a man believed to be Eric Iceworth, which is the principal at Pikesville High in Baltimore, Maryland. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Can be heard bad mouthing the Black students at his school, due to their low test scores. Okay, it says that the principal, who is obviously annoyed, then begins to go off about the Jewish families in the community as well. It says that he says that if they continue to get on his nerves, that he will join the other side. What's the other side? He said that, and as you guys just heard in the video, in audio rather, it says between these ungrateful Black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag or these teachers who just don't understand. It says that the principal said in the alleged audio, he says, and if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I am going to join the other side. Okay, you guys just heard him say it. Okay, says that the Baltimore County Public Schools is currently investigating the audio. I mean, why? He said the shit. But there is no word if the principal will be terminated as of yet. It says that Billy Burke, who is the executive director of the Council of Administration and Supervisory Employees, it says that the union that represents Baltimore County administrators believe that the audio is fake. I mean, sir, that is his voice. Hello. Now they're trying to say they believe the audio is fake, where this principal is saying it. And that's only because they don't want to fire him. They don't want to fire him. And he deserves to be fired because, first of all, don't be talking about you're going to drag somebody's Black ass anywhere. You are a principal. Okay. You should lead by example. That's inappropriate. I don't care if you're upset that the kids are testing low. Maybe there's a reason. And a lot of times these teachers see these kids as being lazy, when a lot of time they could be autistic or maybe not understand. If you don't check on your kids to see if they have some type of learning disability or something going on with them to where they're not able to grasp the subjects that they're required to grasp, then you're not doing your due diligence as a parent. Okay. And as a parent, you have to help these teachers out. It should not all be on the teachers. Know what your kids are doing in school and help encourage them. I do it. Hell, I help with homework and all that. I've been out of school for years. And some of this stuff they send home, I be looking like, and I ain't no dummy over here, but I be like, what the hell is this? Like, y'all created some more shit over here. But bottom line is what he said was inappropriate. And it's sad that they're now trying to say they believe the audio is fake to avoid taking accountability. All right, to I want to say make his ass step down while they're doing this investigation, which I know you have to investigate, but it's right there in the audio. That's his voice. How is it fake? How is it fake if that's his voice? That's him. Okay, y'all hear this man talk every day. He's inappropriate. He needs to be sat down. I'm sorry, period. And if he would have talked to mine like that, I don't even want to say what I'd have told his ass. Okay. Yeah. It's straight like that. I don't play about mine. Everybody know it. When my son was in daycare, I didn't play that. They knew. And I let them know the way I drop him off better be the way I pick him up. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Call it what you want. I don't play. I don't play. I don't play. All right. That go for whoever. All right. Moving on, honey. Brittish Williams. And y'all know if y'all parents, y'all that way. You should be that way about yours. Don't ever let someone disrespect your child. All right. All right. So next topic is Brittish Williams from Basketball Wives, a former cast member of Basketball Wives. She files a motion, guys, to reduce her sentence. She's supposed to be spending 4 years in prison, okay, for all the fraud and mess that she's on, okay. So she files a motion to reduce her sentence hours before she was scheduled to surrender. Now, they said that she's arrested days later after being unable to report as ordered. Now, I've already done a live on this where we talked about she asked the courts if she could have her time to turn herself in pushed back so that she could spend time with her daughter for Christmas. All right. And they allowed it at the last minute. But then when she was supposed to turn herself in a few days ago, she didn't do that. So, of course, then they have a warrant out for you and they arrested her. But then you're still asking them, can they reduce your sentence? But you don't even turn yourself in when you're supposed to when they gave you grace. So how does that look? It's kind of feeling like Brittish has some type of sense of entitlement. Like you feel like because you've been seen on TV and you think you're a celebrity that you should be treated as such. No, ma'am. When it comes to the courts, they don't give a damn about what show you've been on. If they tell you got to have your tail up here turned in by a certain time, because they could have locked you up like straight after your ass got arrested. Because you had many fraud charges. And then you got the nerve to be asking the courts for something else and you don't even turn yourself in. So let's go ahead and read what they're saying. Brittish Williams, they said, is not giving up her freedom without a fight. According to news sources, it says that the Basketball Wives LA star did not head to the big house on her surrender date, which was January the 3rd. All right. Now they're saying, if you recall that she is about to serve a 4-year prison sentence for tax, bank, and insurance fraud. Okay. She had all the frauds. Now it says that reports state that hours before she was scheduled to turn herself in, that Brittish filed a motion to the courts to reduce her 4-year prison sentence to 2.5 years. All right. That says that she argued that the courts failed to calculate the sentence correctly. Says that Williams asked the courts to extend her surrender date until a decision was made to reduce her sentence. Says that Williams also says that she was unable to report as ordered. So that's convenient. You just do what you want to do. Says that in addition, says that she asked for the postponement, arguing that it could eliminate the need for her to be transported back and forth between the prison in West Virginia and court in Missouri. It says that the court opposed the motion to reduce Brittish's sentence and argued that the 4-year term was appropriate. Okay. Now they say that prosecutors argued that even if Brittish Williams did qualify for a potential reduction, that the government would oppose relief because she failed to report to the Bureau of Prisons as directed. And she already received a more than generous disposition, rather, by way of the dismissal of courts carrying a 6-year of consecutive mandatory minimums at the time of the original sentencing. So they really gave her a break. And she's still asking for more of a break. Now they're saying that Williams was arrested on January the 12th. It says that, however, the Federal Bureau of Prisons does not currently list Williams as an inmate at Alderson. So it says that Williams' attorney, or lawyer rather, filed a motion to continue a bond revocation hearing on January the 16th following her arrest. Okay. And a judge has yet to rule on that motion. So she was supposed to turn herself in on January the 3rd. Okay. And she just felt like, well, I'm just, they picked her ass up on the 12th. So she was arrested on the 12th. She was out all that time. So you're supposed to be in your ass in prison, turned in on the 3rd, and they didn't get her until the 12th. So she just was doing what she wanted to do. You know what the hell she wanted to do. And now you're asking, can you have it reduced? And they're saying no, because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. So that's her British Williams, honey. Y'all remember her from Basketball Wives, honey. They gave her a whole ankle monitor and everything trying to work with her, and she just did not comply. So that's what your ass get, British. I don't feel sorry for you because you feel entitled. Can't be out here committing crimes if you don't want to do that time. Okay, period. That's to anybody. You can't do the time. Don't be doing no crime. Period. Period. All right. In more news, we're going to get on through these topics, honey, because I got a meeting coming up. All right, yeah. All right, so Shekinah Joe, honey. Shekinah Joe from Love and Hip Hop says that Lyrica Anderson, who also plays on Love and Hip Hop, was paid to hit her in the face on Love and Hip Hop, y'all. This is crazy. Now, we know Love and Hip Hop is one of the most ratchet shows that's ever hit TV besides Zeus. What is it? Bad Girls Club. We know that's a ratchet show, too. All they do is fight on these shows. I just can't get with it. But let's go ahead and see what this child had to say.
Somebody in the cookie jar paid this whole Lyrica to hit me. Let the bitch know she was going to get hit back.
Listen, I don't think that they were trying to hurt you. I don't take them or feel like they are people like that. But and you gotta understand.
Hey man, it could be one up, man. It could be one person in the back. It could be one person in the back. It could be It could be one person in the back that connected to T.I. and them, and they friend. Cause Lyrica Show came on the show and got paid to slap me in my face. Didn't nobody talk about that. Them folks paid that whole Lyrica to hit me.
Lord have mercy.
Them folks paid Lyrica to hit me. Y'all wanna know the truth? Lyrica got paid to hit me in my face. These are facts. This is what I know. Somebody in the cookie jar paid this whole Lyrica to hit. Somebody in the cookie jar paid this whole Lyrica to hit me.
Why they gotta be in the cookie
Let
jar?
the bitch know she was gonna get hit back.
Wow.
That's the problem. Why y'all got a hoe on the show that y'all know deal with another hoe and she don't like me because she's friends with this other hoe and this hoe her folk done paid this hoe to hit me.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all talking about, oh, Black Lives Matter.
Wow.
Black Lives Matter.
And they do. Black lives do.
Black Lives Matter, but another black wife and husband compare. All y'all gotta do is start reading between the lines. Why y'all don't read between the lines?
Lord have mercy.
Read between the lines. Hit me. Let the bitch know she was.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. That's all Mama. That's all Mama D can say. Lord have mercy. I mean, you kind of know that something like that's going to happen on a show like Love and Hip Hop or Love and Flip Flop, honey, because this show is a hot damn mess. Okay, all they do is fight on there. And Shekinah got a whole lot of mouth. And I'm not saying that it's right for somebody to run up on her and slap her. I actually saw that episode where Lyrica slapped her. She slapped the hell out of her too. Yeah, and if she got paid to do it, then she got all her money, baby, because she really went. I'm talking about back here and pow, like she powed you, girl. She did. I know your face was probably still throbbing. That's probably why her ass is hollering in that live now. That's probably why she is yelling and going off, because her face is still on fire. Where she like shit, because she went all the way back here with it. Pow. But prayers to you, Shekinah, in your face. I hope that you get the help you need. Obviously, I know that pissed you off, baby. But don't be instigating stuff and then get mad when somebody slap you, because you know you and Lyrica had some words on the show, and then she kind of sneaked her. She did sneak her. She did sneak her while she was looking that way. She came up from behind her and pow, slapped her. I was just like, ooh, who wants to be slapped out here? Obviously not Shekinah, but prayers to you and your face, child, because I know it was stinging. Ooh-wee. I felt that slap. All right, so let's continue. All right, let's talk about some health stuff, because y'all know I like to keep y'all updated rather on what's going on out here in these streets. Now they're saying that health authorities issue a warning on possible measles exposure at Dulles and Reagan airports. Okay, OMG, y'all, the measles. They're saying the measles. This outbreak of the measles. Let's talk about it. Now they're saying that Virginia health officials warn of possible measles. Well, I can't say that this morning. Exposure at Dulles and Reagan national airports. Now they're saying on Saturday that the Virginia Department of Health reported a confirmed case of measles tied to an individual who had traveled through Northern Virginia after returning from overseas. See, if they asses can stay from over there bringing shit over here. That's how COVID and shit got over here from people over there in Japan and all them damn places, bringing the shit over here. Now they're saying that according to the department, if you were, and I IAD's international, if you were at IAD's international arrivals area between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on January 3rd at DCA's Terminal A between 2:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. on January 4th, you may have been exposed. Okay, for those of you that fly a lot, and if you're in that area, you may want to get checked out. Okay. Now, they're saying the health officials are coordinating an effort to identify people who might have been exposed, including contacting potential exposed passengers on specific flights. The VDH said in a press statement, they're saying that measles is a contagious virus transmitted through the air by sneezing or coughing. Okay. Now, they're saying the early signs include fever, cough, runny nose, and red eyes, followed by a rash of tiny red spots starting on the head and spreading to the body, okay, according to the CDC. Now, if you see anybody with those symptoms, stay far away from them, okay? They're saying that the agency stated that the virus lingers in the air for up to 2 hours after an infected person is present, okay? So if you beside somebody that's coughing and carrying on, 2 hours it stays in the air. So, yes, y'all, guard yourself, honey. Now, they're saying that symptoms emerge 7 to 14 days post-exposure, with the rash appearing 3 to 5 days later. I'm sorry, okay? 3 to 5 days later, okay? So let's read again the symptoms so that you guys will know, because you got to go to work. You got to be out and about, okay? For those of you that are flying, they have a job where you have to fly a lot. Yes, okay. Measles, they said, is a contagious transmitted disease, of course, through the air by sneezing and coughing. Early signs include fever, cough, runny nose, and red eyes, followed by a rash of tiny red spots starting from the head and then spreading throughout the body. Okay. All right. Now, again, they're saying that the agency stated that the virus lingers in the air for up to 2 hours after an infected person is present, and symptoms emerge 7 to 14 days post-exposure, with the rash appearing 3 to 5 days later. Okay. So somebody said they still wear their mask. I do when I'm at work, I still have my mask too. And I think I'm going to start wearing it more because that's scary. I don't want to be catching nothing. I had COVID and that was not fun at all, you guys. I'm serious. I felt like I was going to die. So I'm not trying to be catching no damn measles either. Like, damn, why we keep getting all these diseases and stuff? People need to, and I know people have to fly in and out of the country for work or whatever, but don't bring that over here to where we have to deal with it. And then we just talked about yesterday, the schools are allowing people to come to school with COVID. Like, it's insane, y'all. It's insane. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Model Beverly Johnson, you guys, she reveals that her secret to maintaining her slim figure during her model career. Okay, check this out. Y'all gonna be like, what? What kind of mess is this? Okay, let me skip my ad because I don't want no ad right there. All right. So she's saying that the way she maintained her slim figure during her career, okay, she was on the Coquiana, rice, and 2 eggs weekly. What kind of diet is that? Coquiana, rice, and 2 eggs, baby, is what she used to keep her slim figure, okay? I said, oh my God. Now, that says that it's no secret that Beverly Johnson was a bombshell back in the day and still is. She still looks great. It says, but what was a secret is how she maintained that slim figure throughout her modeling career, okay? Y'all. It says that during an interview with Page 6 that she revealed that models often use Coquiana in place of food. It says that we were led to believe that Coquiana was not addictive. Okay, this is what she said. She says that we didn't know that Coquiana was addictive. She says that everyone used the drugs back in the day. And she says, but that particular drug for models was used because we did not eat. That's not healthy. Says that Beverly Johnson says that she added a variety to her Coquiana meals, honey. She says that I remember eating 2 eggs and a bowl of brown rice a week. Damn, a week? She says that I would be shaking in a cab and I would say, pull over because I have to get a bag of M&Ms. She says, I would just stop and get the shakes. She says that we did not eat. And every time you came to work, they would say, yes. She says that chisel to the bone, girl. She says, and yes, like congratulating you, like nobody ever really told us the truth. She says that it was Johnson's mother who forced her to realize the dark truth about herself by having her look in a three-way mirror. Okay. It says that it was the first time that I saw my bones looking back at me, she recalled. Okay. She says that it was a wake-up call for me. That is so dangerous, to where you are not eating and you're only eating, she says, 2 eggs and a bowl of brown rice a week, twice a week. And the rest of that time she was on the Coquiana in order to keep her weight down so that she could continue to get jobs in the industry and model. That's sad. She could have passed away from that. That's so dangerous. That is so dangerous. That's her. That's her. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's her. Yes, honey. A bowl of brown rice and 2 eggs weekly with the Coquiana. So she was replacing food with the Coquiana, okay? That's so dangerous. I'm glad she realized that and she's not doing that anymore, because baby, you could have been on up out of here, honey. You could have been going up yonder behind that. Ooh, child. It's something how these celebrities, child, have to do the craziest things for jobs. Not eating. We see a lot of models do that. They eating and they throw it back up so that they don't gain the weight, because they got to have jobs. That's their way of surviving. Hollywood actresses, I've seen, you know, like documentaries where Hollywood actresses do the same thing. They'll eat, or they'll eat very, very little, and then they go and throw it back up so that they can keep their weight and their physique, you know, keep their physique down so that they can be, you know, out here, child, getting these movie roles and modeling gigs. Because Hollywood like them paper thin. They don't like no meat on your bones. You can't be no slim, thick chick like Caramel over here and be out here modeling and trying to be, you know, in the movies and stuff. Unless, you know, it's one of those, like How Did I Get Married? Like a Jill Scott type role with Tyler Perry or something like that. Then you might. But for like some real good roles, like, nah, baby. You can't have no roles to get roles. If we can say it that way. You cannot have roles in Hollywood, okay, to get roles, if you know what I mean. That's sad. That's sad. All right, so let's continue. I saw something weird today, y'all. I said, I got to talk about this. Now, in today's What the Hell news, okay, Rent-A-Center, guys, is now allowing customers to rent Air Jordans. Anybody out here renting Air Jordans? Anybody ever rented some Air Jordans? I said, this is some ghetto mess, y'all. I cannot. Rent-A-Center, the same place that Tisha and Marceau get their furniture, okay? Rent-A-Center. They are renting out Jordans, Air Jordans, okay? This for $19.99, you guys. Check this shit out. They're saying that apparently customers can now rent Air Jordans from Rent-A-Center, okay? It says that while it's unclear if every location offers this service, that it looks like the shoes actually start at $19.99 a week. So for $19.99 a week, you can rent some Air Jordans from Rent-A-Center. I'm not making this up. I promise you. Rent-A-Center, baby. They go to post. Rent-A-Center. $19.99, honey. So for $19.99 a week, you can be fly. So how you going to repo the Jordans if I got them on? Because if I'm real fast like that, you probably not going to get the Jordans back. Okay. They're going to be all scuffed up to be damn when you do turn them back in. And I don't want to be wearing some shoes that somebody else done had their toe jams all up in either. Like, that's nasty. Ew. It's giving ill. Ew. I don't like people wearing my shoes either because I'm so particular. I don't like people wearing my damn shoes. I don't want them scuffed up. Like, $19.99 to rent some damn shoes. Like, that is just giving too much. But yeah, so you can rent some, it says a Rent-A-Center is renting out Jordans for $19.99 a week. It says that these Air Jordans 5 Racer Blues sell out, or rather sell for about $300 on secondary sneaker sites. It says that the offer is $375 to buy the shoes. So you can actually buy the shoes for $375, or you can rent them for $19.99 a week. It says that after passing the $375 in rental, that there's an offer to then buy the shoes. Oh my God, no. It says, and if you want to rent them a year, that you can keep them for $1,050. What kind of mess is that, y'all? It's giving no. I'm good. All right. Yeah, I just buy my Jordans from where I've been buying them. We're not about to be at rental center talking about what aisle is your Jordans on? Okay, walking up in rental center. What aisle is your Jordans on? I'm here to rent some Jordans. Like, no, ain't nobody doing that. Anybody ever rented some shoes? That's some ghetto mess. I'm sorry, Michael Jordan. I'm sorry they out here playing you like that, sir. I'm sorry. Rental center is out here playing you like that. Can y'all just stick to furniture, please? It's bad enough people renting furniture, but damn, you out here renting sneakers, like, no. And then what, you gonna spray them like they do the bowling alley shoes? If people don't make their payments and y'all have to repossess the shoes, y'all gonna spray them with that stuff that they spray at the bowling alley in them shoes, so y'all can rent them to somebody else? That's some nasty mess. And if you got them sweaty, nasty feet, like Martell feet, somebody like Martell renting them shoes, y'all, can you imagine wearing some shoes behind Martell? You can't spray enough up in them joints. Oh my God. That's going to be a hell no for me. Child, no. Keep them skunk Jordans. All right, so Love and Marriage Huntsville fans, you guys are gearing up to boycott the new season of, which is going to be season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, when I saw this, I said I have to talk about it. There is a petition going around to sit Martell down. A lot of people are saying they are not supporting season 7. They're not going to watch. They will, they will just watch, I guess, the content creators to see what they're doing in terms of, reviewing it. I mean, I'll still review it so that the people who watch me can still, I guess, know what's going on. As much as I'm not going to want to, because it's going to thoroughly irritate the hell out of me. I'm tired of seeing the arguing. This show has really gone off course in terms of what they told us it was going to be about. Black business excellence. Like, nobody on the show is exhibiting Black business excellence except Melody. Like, her businesses are really legit. We don't ever see her in court. We don't ever see her doing all the things and having to go through the things that Stormy and Tisha and Marceau are going through. They're currently being sued for their businesses, fraud and misrepresentation. Stormy, you not paying people. You're getting sued left and right as well. Kim and Maurice, y'all on the bullshit with y'all stuff too. Like, it's just giving, like, credit none. Really, really low stars, okay, and ratings and horrible ratings as well. Y'all are not fixing people credit, but taking money. And go right ahead, Maurice, and get mad. Yes, I'm saying it. Okay, it's in your comment. Go read your comments of what your people, your customers are saying, that you guys are deducting fees from their accounts and their credit is not being fixed. I'm saying it right here on my channel. That's giving some fraud and misrepresentation and a little bit of theft, a little bit. Okay, if you're taking money from my account each month and saying that you're fixing something that I'm paying you, and there's paperwork where I signed saying that you're going to fix said things on my credit, and I'm looking at my credit and ain't shit changed, there's some fraud up in there somewhere. I'm just saying, it's and misrepresentation, the same thing that your damn brother is being sued for. So y'all need to get it together. But a lot of fans are saying they're not going to be watching Love and Marriage Huntsville because they're tired of Carlos King on the bullshit and using women. Now this season. And this is why they're saying they're going to be boycotting the show, is because Martell Holt, of course, is still on the show. And the fact that he waited to turn himself in when the Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras were rolling to film for season 7. Okay. He's using this Revenge P as his storyline. Okay. So once again, you're using Melody as a storyline, Martell. This warrant was taken out on him last year. From my understanding, they were saying August of last year that this warrant for Martell was taken out for this Revenge P. So he waited until Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras, which they're saying the cameras caught Martell coming out of the jail once he got released. Okay. On, I think it was January 4th, I think it was, or the 8th or the 4th. I forget. I'll have to go back and look. So, yeah, he waited to do that. And it may have been from the direction of Carlos King or production so that he can have a storyline or whatever. But I don't feel like that is something that should be played with. That's going to be very triggering for Melody, who's still dealing with the ramifications of this situation. Okay, on the 9th. Thank you so much, Belle Wilson. So, yeah, it's going to be triggering for her to have to deal with that and to have to talk about it and to have to, deal with Martell and his antics, okay, on this show. I don't even know if he's going to be able to talk about it. Well, maybe by then, by the time the show airs, maybe they would have been gone to court by then and they will make a decision on what's going to be going. He might be in jail by then. but he is filming, you guys. He's filming for the new season, and a lot of Love and Marriage Huntsville fans are upset about that. They're upset, they're pissed, and they don't want to see him on the show. So a petition is going around. The last time I looked at it, it was thousands and thousands of signatures of people who are very, very serious about Martell being off this show. I don't know why Carlos won't let him go. I don't know why. Maybe because he like him, okay? It's giving secret lovers. That's what they are. I mean, shit. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, why would you keep him? Carlos, it's like he does not protect the women. I've said it before. It's the same way on Bell Collective, the way he did Latrice Rogers with her husband Cliff, when he was seen grabbing at her when he was mad that she went out with her friend and he wanted her to come home and she didn't go home. He was physically grabbing her. And then there were pictures circulated online seeing that she had bruises on the back of her arm. I showed it and I talked about it. I showed it on my Facebook, the Caramel Rell Show on Facebook. Shout out to that. If you guys are not sign up on that, you can go over there and subscribe to that too. But because I'll be posting receipts and stuff over there. But yeah, he was grabbing up her arm, and apparently that's not the first time, because there were a bunch of bruises on the back of her arm, you guys. Yeah, it's giving secret lovers. That's what they are, Martell and damn Carlos. That's what it's giving, because there's no way in the hell that you can allow this person who we've seen screaming and yelling on national television on several episodes, and now the revenge P to where he's been arrested. Like he's aggressive. He's a danger to everybody involved. We keep talking about it, but Carlos will not step up and do what he needs to do. And I think he gets a kick out of and a rise out of seeing this type stuff because he feels like it gives him good ratings. Okay. Like you are so focused on money and ratings over a person's life and their mental. This is affecting Melody's mental to deal with this with Martell, because he's secretly trying to destroy her for his own, I guess, satisfaction. Okay, he gets satisfaction out of this. He does. He does. Now, he is on a gag order right now to where he can't speak. So, but I've been seeing Martell popping up on several social media outlets to where he's liking certain posts. So he is still trolling. He's sitting back watching and trolling, but he is unable to be speaking out and I guess commenting on certain things. So they have a very tight watch on him. And if he violates, I know Melody and her camp, they're watching. They're going to turn his ass in. He will be held in contempt and they're saying locked back up if he violates. Okay. Ariane, she's been very quiet as well. Of course, at the direction of Martell, telling her that she needed to be quiet. Shut up. Don't get me locked up, girl. Don't be out here on the bullshit. Messing with Mel. Leave her alone, because she's serious now that she done had my ass locked up. I'm sure that that's what he told her. But as of now, Love and Marriage Huntsville fans, a lot of fans are saying they're not fooling with Love and Marriage Huntsville for season 7. So if you guys still want to know what's going on, I will be reviewing it so that you guys will know. And as you guys know, if you watch my reviews, you know I'm very thorough. I'm going to give you every little thing from what they said, how they looked, what was going on, where they were, like all of that. And I'm going to read and drag their ass down as I usually do. That's not going to ever change. But so for those of you who are still fans and you still watch, it is what it is. I'm not excited. I'm just gonna say I'm not excited about Love and Marriage Huntsville season 7. I'm not, and I'm fully in support of Melody and what she's trying to do. I know this show is her baby, but it's just so toxic and so draining. Martell is so draining watching him. And then when he wants to be arguing with Mel, I'm tired of seeing that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I love Melody, but I'm tired of watching them argue back and forth over Martell and his damn cheating. Like, we've seen this play out over and over and over. Something else needs to happen. I think the direction of this show needs to be with Martell off the show and Melody, them focusing on Melody moving forward with her life, raising her children, who she's dating, and you know, the next phase of her life, because it's been 3 years now. It's like they're still sitting in the same place that they were 3 years ago before the divorce. She's divorced now. She already said she's dating, she's traveling. Her businesses are thriving and doing well. Her children are doing well. Hopefully after this case with the revenge P, that Melody can have the courts release the children to where they can be back on the show, because we miss seeing the Eminem kids. I miss seeing them, but of course, you know, with Miss Van and other people in Melody's camp posting the children, any pictures that I get that's updated on them, I try to post so that you guys can stay, you know, up on seeing the children growing up, because they're growing up so fast. They are growing up fast. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like they're gonna want to have anything to do with Martell once they get old enough. Okay. And yeah, I really don't. I don't think they're going to want to have a relationship with Martell because they're out of age to where they can understand what's going on. And Tank, he's very protective of Melody because that's his mom. And they've seen her crying and they've seen her going through the things that they've gone through. They know who Ariana is and what she represents. So the fact that she's hanging around like that and kind of taking up their time with their dad, they see all this stuff. And Martell is going to pay for how he's treated his children in an effort to try to hurt their mother. He's going to have to pay for that. He really is. So I don't know, guys. This is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. So this is the last topic that I have for you guys. So there's an explosive audio that was submitted into evidence that alleges that Diddy, you guys, his involvement in Tupac's unaliving. Okay. Yeah. So there is an audio that was submitted to the courts that they're saying is very damaging evidence against Diddy in Tupac's unaliving. As you guys know, the guy that they're saying that unalived him, he is getting ready to get bail to get out. This case is still going on. So Diddy's name has been brought up several times today that he offered up $1 million or $2 million to have Tupac unalived. And now they're saying they have damaging audio that was submitted through the courts, okay, to have Diddy locked up or, you know, for his involvement for that. So we'll see what that's given. I hope that this case, since it's such a big profile case, I hope it's going to be shown on television, like Court TV or something like that. Because I'll be interested to watch it to see what's going on with that so that I can kind of report back to you guys the findings in that and what the courts are saying and how the case is actually coming along. Because Diddy, baby, your name is coming up in a lot of stuff, Diddy. It really is. And he still have cases, which we talked about, that he's actually still facing 4 to be exact. Okay. He still has 4 cases that he's still facing as we speak. All right. So his life as we know it, baby, is just going down the drain. Okay. But yes. I want to make sure I got all the topics for you guys. Okay. I wanted to talk about that, but I think I'm going to wait because I want to read more into it about Doja Cat. I like her, but she's weird as hell and she's a little demonic. So we'll see what that's giving. Do I have all the topics here? Oh, let me play this right here with DJ Richie Sky. I like him. DJ Richie Sky is cool as hell, where he is talking about the actual show Love and Marriage Huntsville. He's giving his take on what he feels and who he feels should not be on certain shows. Okay, so let's go ahead and play it.
People are demanding a reboot. Now, you're also somebody who's watched the show since day one. Are you one of those people who are championing for this show to have a reboot? Or do you think
Real Housewives of Atlanta?
No, let's keep half of the cast, all of the cast from last season, and work with them. Where is your head at in this?
My list in terms of what they should do, I think is quite simple. I feel like we keep, I know this is going to sound crazy, we keep Kenya.
Okay.
I'm going to keep Kenya because, and she doesn't quite fit with my ideal theory for the group, but I do think that the fans would be missing something, and I feel like she knows what to do. You know what I mean? Like, she knows what to do when the camera turns on. But I feel like Kenya needs somebody to work with. So I think that's the only downside to that, but I think I have a good solution for that. The other thing is, we need to pay the men. I feel like the show had, when I look back at past seasons of Atlanta, the men were active. The men were active and activated, and they were a huge part of the story. And I feel like we lose that with just the women, right? We lose it. So I feel like you got to get the men on there. Let them have some mess. And in that regard, I would bring on Tamar. And I know this is going to sound controversial.
Oh, Richard, you messed it. I live.
Okay. But hear me out. JR seems like he's ready for the mess. Okay. No shade. Tamar, she kind of swims in the mess too. Like, and I feel like let's pay her for it. Okay. Let's pay her for it. She's giving us all this free content on Instagram. No, girl, let's get you paid for it. That way, we got something else for Candy to do, okay? Because I feel like Todd got a muzzle on in the background, all right? And there's no shade. But I feel like, Todd, come on, Todd, get into it, because I know you got opinions. I know you got thoughts. And then the Tamar and JR and Candy and Todd of it all, I need to see how that's going to play out. I mean, if we're doing shenanigans on Married to Medicine, let's bring those shenanigans to Real Housewives of Atlanta. The next thing I'm going to say is we got to get rid of Sheree. We got to get rid of Marlo.
Do you want Sonya and Drew to go as well?
Oh, yes, they were not on my list at all.
No, shade, I love it.
No.
Watch the full video. Make sure you
I guess shout out to Carlos. We'll say shout out to Carlos because that was his little clip. So what y'all think? Somebody said Candy needs to go. Candy's not really bringing it this season. But so that is it, guys. But they are doing a reboot for the show in terms of casting. I agree, Sheree needs to go because she ain't giving nothing, ain't been giving nothing. Okay, why they brought her back from in the first damn place, I don't know. Kenya is going to always be that one to stir up something. That's why they keep her around. Okay. Candy, I don't know. I think Candy is a space filler on this show, and why she's the highest paid is beyond me because she don't really bring nothing. She don't. Marlo needs to go as well because she ain't brought nothing. We don't care about you and your nephews, okay? And I don't want to sound insensitive. Your storyline about your nephews, we over that, okay? This fake boyfriend that you brought on the show this season, and we ain't heard nothing else about you building your house. We saw it in the beginning of the season, and we ain't heard nothing else. So goodbye, Marlo. You bring nothing. You have nothing going on. You and your rented clothes that you renting out, honey, for people to musk them up and bring them back. We don't care. All right, Carlos, I wish you had the same energy for Love and Marriage Huntsville because you are really worrying about what's going on Bravo. I think Andy got that covered. Focus on Love and Marriage Huntsville and the fact that people are boycotting the freaking show, which is going to be a bad look for Kingdom Reigns Entertainment owned and everybody else involved. Okay, focus on that. Okay, but we got to get out of here, guys, because I have a meeting getting ready to come up. I will see you guys later today for the pop-in. Okay, love you guys down. Enjoy your day. Stay warm, stay safe. All right, and please don't forget to hit that like button. I have 500 and something of you guys watching, and we have only 314 likes. Let's get those likes up. Okay, if you didn't hit it on the way in, it's okay. You can do it on your way out. Okay, for those of you who haven't subscribed, is watching in the bushes, go ahead and subscribe as well. We'd love to have you here on the Caramel Rell Show. As you guys can see, we have fun over here and we have great topics as well. All right, enjoy your day and goodbye. I'm trying to leave. Goodbye.